Ripley live in Atlanta for us this morning. And Joe, YFN Lucci is the big name here. Walk us through the allegations.
Oh yeah, known among several radio stations, DJs, concert goers around the Atlanta area. Rayshawn Bennett, who goes by the stage name YFN Lucci, was out on bond in connection with the shooting death of a man here in Atlanta back in December, and now he will be ordered back to jail as part of the gang sting. The GBI formed a gang task force in 2019 focused on prosecuting gang members under state anti-gang laws. So that actually helped the Fulton County District Attorney's Office land this indictment. 75 pages, 105 counts in total, all against 12 men allegedly associated with the Bloods gang in Atlanta and Miami. The indictment shows organized criminal activity dating back to 2010. Rayshawn Bennett's name comes up in February of 2020 when he appears to throw up gang signs and use certain lyrics in a music video called Shine On.
She did a RICO indictment, and this is something that is unusual. The indictment ranges from murder all the way down to possession of a firearm by a convicted felon.
As of 2019, the GBI reported 70,000 gang members here in the
YSL Rico trial is on pace to shatter records as the longest criminal trial in Fulton County history. We have now entered the third month of jury selection, and the trial itself is expected to take at least 9 months.
And that time commitment could pose serious issues with who
defendants are standing trial, including rapper Young Thug, whose real name is Jeffrey Williams. They're accused of using Williams' YSL record label to run a gang. Hundreds of witnesses are expected to testify, and prosecutors are trying the defendants at the same time. So witnesses won't have to be called back repeatedly. But the trial is expected to be the longest in Fulton County's history.
And that YFN Lucci is also on trial for murder, along with the other YFN guys. That starts on the same day that the YSL trial.
So it's not going to be starting there. Now, is that so, George? In your opinion, is that coincidental?
It is.
Is it okay?
No, it is. It's just bad luck.
It's going to be a lot of jury.
And honestly, I think they may end up having to shift days and postpone something because, I mean, there were 60 sheriff's deputies in court. I mean, there were 19 defendants in the court on Thursday. There were 25 sheriff's deputies. All of the rappers that are involved with all of this stuff, YFN Lucci and Thug and everyone, all used to meet pretty regularly at a club called Club Crucial in Atlanta.
Owned by T.I.
Owned by T.I.
Thank you.
You know, detente. Like, it didn't matter whether or not you were feuding. Like, Monday night Club Crucial, it's a thing. Cash. And Kenneth Copeland had 20 grand on him, and he was flashing it. And Kelvin Watts, apparently, at least this is what it says in the documentation, robbed him.
Okay.
And there's a huge brawl. There's a gigantic brawl. Lil Duke ends up in Rice Street at Fulton County Jail. Like, afterwards, he's arrested, like, in the brawl. There's some shooting, where both sides, YSL and YFN, like, they were shooting at each other's mothers' houses and their sisters' houses and their girlfriends' parents' houses, like once or twice a night, every night for weeks and months.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in on the YSL and YFN state RICO cases in Georgia as it goes in certain situations with these two groups. Some of the alleged crimes that they are being charged with by the police out there make their situations cross over. And I'm adding links in the description where you can see the clips in full on 11 Alive, and also Voice in the Streets, who had George Chitty on, who was actually a journalist in that area and being up to date with the documents and going up to the courtroom and being there in real time and being able to report and everything that is going on with the situation. Now, we first had seen when YFN Lucci was arrested and everything like that, then eventually was hit with the racketeering and everything of that nature. Then time went on, a little bit more time went on. Last year, we seen Young Thug and YSL get indicted on it. The crimes that they are being accused of and alleged that they committed all hit the internet. Everybody can see it. We seeing it in real time. real live roller coaster riding, to the point where mainstream corporations are actually doing documentaries on it before the trial has even officially started. But now it came out eventually that somebody was trying to put out there that YFN Lucci was actually on the witness list in this situation. Hip hop, you know the media, you know the discussion. Is he snitching? Is he telling? This had came after that it was put out there that YFN Lucci was stabbed in jail. He never said a name, never said that he did it. He just said, man, I was stabbed. But people like, oh, he gonna tell. YFN Lucci came out with his lawyer, representation came out and said he would not be cooperating. He would not be a witness in this case in any shape, form, or fashion. Well, now the internet is gone internet. It hit all the blogs yesterday, the documents to show that he actually refused to go up here and be on the witness list and everything like that in this situation. And for the streets, that's how you supposed to move. You ain't supposed to cooperate. If you live in that street life, you dive in that water, you got to be willing to take your responsibility and your consequences as a man. That's how they're supposed to go. Some people gonna do it, some ain't. That's the real definition of how these streets go. And separating a situation, we've seen how some of these stories have ended for others in our culture and some of our brothers before, where, hey, they was in position to take care of themselves and their family and create generational wealth. But you get trapped up, your past and everything that you came up on follows you in the long run. I'm here to speak on the awareness of these situations, man. You got to take accountability and responsibility, but I always got to say, man, don't fall for the big trap. The biggest trap is for you to be born in an environment that they set up from way back in the day and not understand fully what you're getting yourself into at a young age, jump into that trap, the streets, and then catch you up in the biggest trap of it all is trapping you inside a prison cell for years where they gonna make more money off of you, to house you, to clothe you, and feed you off the tax dollars that your people is paying on stolen land, where your people actually built up the economy that they haven't been compensated for. It's not by default, it's by design why niggas is in these situations that they in. But you gotta make the decision, don't let them trick you out your position. That's all I can really come on here and say, bro. But I'm gonna tell you like this, overall, it's once again painting out, getting real crazy out here. We're in a dark time in the game. I'm seeing so much talent behind these bars, man. I'm seeing so much crashing out, and none of us is perfect. So I'm not gonna kick my brothers or nobody down while they down. I'm gonna be up here to uplift, to let you know, don't go down this road, man. Somebody gotta come on here and tell y'all this shit. Now, they innocent until proven guilty. This YSL and YFN situation getting even more crazier. The YSL case, from what George City was saying, has made everything be on hold in the Atlanta area for some of the popular lawyers, because they can't even work on their other cases. So a lot of other things that was supposed to be going on is actually put on hold too. So tell me what y'all think. We got more coming. Also, too, I don't know if it's true or confirmed or not, but I seen out there one of Young Thug's sisters has passed away. Don't know no details on that, but if that's true, most definitely condolences to Young Thug and their entire family, man. 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot. More coming.